L'étape, c'est très difficile, mais après, ouais, je suis très content.
Merci pour cette première phrase en français. Will you go on in English?
Peut-être.
Okay. How was the final climbing, your tactic when you attack?
Yeah, from the moment I attacked, it was very difficult. A lot of wind. We caught the breakaway, and of course they would be very tired from their work. So it was only me and Bookman for a long time. The rider from UAE was not really happy to pull.
C'était difficile parce qu'il y avait du vent. Quand ils sont revenus sur l'échappée, bien sûr que les échappés étaient fatigués. Il n'y avait que lui et Bookman qui roulaient.
And yeah, but in the end, I realized that it was not because he didn't want to, it's because he couldn't. Which yeah, I think it showed it was a very difficult stage.
Alors à la fin, il s'est rendu compte que c'est pas qu'il ne voulait pas rouler, c'est qu'il ne pouvait pas, ce qui confirme que c'est une étape très difficile.
And yeah, then when we arrived in the final climb, I made a hard pace at the very beginning just to test the legs. And then after I hear on the radio that Richie is coming very quickly. So
alors il a attaqué très fort dès le début pour tester un peu la situation. Il était devant, il a entendu dans la radio que Richie était en train de revenir sur lui.
So yeah, I take it easy because if he catches me and I'm already empty, it will be very difficult to win the stage or even stay with him. So
donc il s'est un peu relâché en disant il fallait pas que Richie Porte arrive sur lui alors qu'il était dans le rouge absolu, il fallait qu'il garde des ressources pour pouvoir tenir.
So yeah, when he caught us, he made a very difficult pace straight away, and I was hurting. My legs were very tired, but I managed to stay there until the climb leveled off.
Alors quand Richie Porte est arrivé sur lui, il a placé une accélération très forte, il a eu beaucoup de mal, il avait très mal aux jambes, mais il a pu rester accroché jusqu'au moment où la pente devenait moins raide dans le final, dans le dernier tronçon.
And yeah, so I wanted to win the stage, so I managed to get him to the front with maybe 1 kilometer to go. And yeah, he still made a very strong pace to try and win the stage and to try and drop me. But I just had enough to beat him there at the finish.
Donc il a bien sûr vu que Richie Porte a mis une nouvelle accélération et a vraiment tout donné pour essayer de le lâcher et de gagner l'étape, mais il a pu s'accrocher, il a pu le doubler dans le final et voilà. And now, this yellow jersey before the chrono tomorrow time trial, how do you feel before this last day, key day?
Yeah. Je ne sais pas. I don't know. I think it depends. I think it depends how my legs respond after today. A normal.
You have some couples of seconds.
Yeah, I would prefer more. Yeah, it's the beginning is difficult, the time trial there, and also I think the descent is quite technical, from what I believe.
Yes.
So it might be okay, but I think it depends how my legs respond in the first kilometers of the time trial.
And logically, who is your more strong adversary?
Yeah, I think Richie. I've not actually seen the rest of the GC, so I'm not sure exactly who is where and who is there. But yeah, Richie definitely is the guy to watch.
Richie is at 18 seconds. 19, and Fabio Fellini 44 seconds.
Fellini also a good time trialist, as we saw in the prologue. He could make some good time in the descent there. He's very good. He's very fast in the descent there. He's very good on handling the bike. But yeah, we have to see. It's very difficult to say. The forecast is for sun.
Yeah. The weather is good.
Yeah, it could be difficult, I think.
Yes, the probability you can win this tour is not so low. It's very high.
Like I say, I will give you the maximum,
okay.
For sure. I'll give everything. I will take some risks also because, yeah, it's not very often I arrive at the final time trial with a leader's jersey. I hope many more in the future, of course, but we'll see. I'll give it the maximum.
Donc il va donner le maximum demain pour essayer de garder ce maillot jaune. Des questions? Oui.
Simon, was it a premeditated move?
We wanted a difficult race, but with the wind conditions, it was also it was difficult to make a hard race. Sky made the pace on the early climbs, and there was a lot of headwind, and there was nothing really to gain from putting the team on the front and making a hard race. But when Zacharian attacked on the Col du Pilon, yeah, you could see a lot of guys were hurting, which is why I made my move there, was really to keep the pressure on, and we still had maybe 3 or 4 guys there from our team who could do something, especially in the last time trial there. We have Damien Housen, who's obviously a fantastic time trialist, a world champion under 23. If he arrives at the bottom of this climb with enough time, then, and it was maybe it was a headwind in the final, we don't actually know, he could do a really good GC, and so yeah,
Simon,
just to be
first of all,
aggressive.
congratulations for the victory. For the yellow jersey, it was a very, very strong, impressive today when you attacked in the Pion, and at the final you played as a tactician, very, very, very good. Well done, congratulations. But between the start of the race, and you was very confident in this day race, or is a surprise for you?
Just today? Or
Yes,
for the
today.
whole tour? I was confident that we have a strong team. I felt good during the rest of the race, well, at the beginning of the race, I should say. The guys looked after me really, really fantastically. Sam Bewley all the week has been protecting me perfectly, and I've never had to ride in the wind unnecessarily. So yeah, I arrived in the Col du Pilon. I would not say fresh, but I was confident that I felt good. And yes, when I made my move, I saw straight away that it was difficult to follow, so I keep my head down and just keep going to the finish.
And now,
Juste une traduction parce que je vois qu'il y a des gens qui aimeraient. Donc l'étape, il veut dire que l'étape était difficile. Il est sur la semaine, il salue le travail de son équipe. Il n'a jamais dû courir dans le vent de façon inutile. Donc il est vraiment dans une situation de fraîcheur. Et quand il a placé son attaque, il était vraiment très confiant parce qu'il se sentait vraiment bien grâce au travail de l'équipe dans la semaine. Donc il a eu une bonne semaine jusqu'à aujourd'hui.
you are so close to win your first tour, okay? And how?
It's making me
That was
nervous.
my
What do you
wish.
think? How many chances that you really have tomorrow to win? And finally, an Australian guy will be in yellow, yeah?
Well, like I said before, it's going to be very difficult. 19 seconds is really not a lot to a guy like Richie. I just hope my legs will respond well in the morning.
Donc 19 secondes, ça paraît beaucoup, mais c'est en réalité très peu contre un garçon comme Richie. Donc il va, comme il l'a dit tout à l'heure, tout donner, puis on verra demain matin.
Simon, you're obviously flying. Any regrets?
Strong word.
Going very well. Any regrets that you're not going to be able to take this form into next week, the Giro?
No. The decision has been made. I'm happy to be racing here. It's a great race. I've done this race before. No, I don't. Now I'll have a break, a mental break also after this, which I think is needed also. I've been racing quite a lot now and at a high level also. So yeah, yes and no. I'm happy to have a break and rebuild again.
Donc, comme Viviane hier, il n'est pas sélectionné pour le Giro, il dit pas de regret, il a un break maintenant, il va se reposer, c'est comme ça.
On the flip side, it shows you're in a really on a good way for the Tour de France, given that Richie Porte's doing it, Chris Froome's doing it, and you're up there, if not better than a lot of those guys.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Richie came across pretty quickly in the last climb. I would not say I was at the same level as him there. Maybe we have to wait for the time trial tomorrow to see how my legs are there. But no, I'm happy with where I am. If I had to race the Giro, I would be confident of a good performance. But on the other hand, it's also fine to take a break now and rebuild.
Donc, bien sûr que s'il aurait fait le Giro, il se sentait très confiant, il aurait fait une bonne performance. On a vu aujourd'hui que Richie Porte était très fort. Il a dit on verra surtout demain si je tiens la comparaison avec Richie Porte dans le chrono contre la montre. Voilà. Autre question? Et on peut tomber latéral. Thank you, Simon.
Merci.
On peut l'applaudir.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci, Simon.
Can stay there. We can do it.